Yeah, well, hopefully it doesn't fall over on everybody. Hello, everyone. Let's see if I can do this. No. If you're getting in here or watching currently, we had massive issues today with everything YouTube and life in general. So, having to use a bit of a different setup. Now I'm listening to myself. How do I turn this on? Okay, so we're gonna have comments right here. You guys are right there. And we'll just wait and see if anybody joins in because the scheduling didn't work and we don't know how many people are going to come hang out. But if you're here, thank you. If you're watching later, thanks for joining us even though you missed us or got here late. We do it constantly. She's coming. I heard her pull up. If you're in here and you're logged in, you're not watching on TV or something, say hello. Let us know that you're here. Obviously, we're doing a Q&A and just kind of saying hi because we'll get into it. But life's been busy and there hasn't been enough time to get videos edited and finished and done. Hello,
sweetheart. Hi, Dad. I like your shirt. I made it. Did you? Super cute. You made his shirt or you made it here? I made it here. Oh, okay.
Careful not to knock that phone over because I wasn't able to go live from anything else.
Oh, yeah?
Well, I'm in here, so it looks like somebody else is in here, but I'm not exactly sure who. And that's about as wide as our screen is. So we'll have to file in. If we were on the camera or something, then it'd be a wider shot, but unfortunately it is not. Jonah, come show everybody your eyeliner.
Mine didn't come off until I put lipstick on my face and then went like that and it came off.
Mari, hush. Nobody wants to hear you.
I did try last night and stuff. Better than I did. But then when I did this lotion, then it came off. That was... Nobody's talking?
No, I'm just waiting. Usually when a live starts like this, especially when it's not on schedule or from the scheduled one, you just kind of wait for people to pop in. Right now, it's only one viewing, which is just my iPad because. Or I mean, there might be more, but I can't see more. So.
Sunday may not be a good day to do. Let us know.
Yeah, it may not. May not be a good day at all.
Last time we did on a Friday afternoon, I think.
I don't remember.
Everybody's got presents hungover.
Seriously. How many of you are Halloween hungover? I know we are a little bit.
Did I get a baby butt? No.
No.
Those are cute pants.
Get up out of here with that. I thought it was Wally playing with that, not you.
I think they have pockets.
Mari's like, oh, you were here to see me. Yeah. What? Would anybody like to pet Mari because you're well? Ew. Does your dog like to walk up and just slime their nose on you? Because this one does. They can keep their love to themselves. Let me share this.
Still has eyeliner on, makeup. Still has makeup on.
Still got makeup on?
Yeah, it's hard to kind of scrub it off of his eyes.
I got the nap.
Oh, this is really tight.
If you jump in here, we're just sitting here doing nothing and talking. Skip forward and maybe we'll get to some.
Where's my hug? Where's my hug? I mean, did you forget?
One here.
Ooh, thank you. Oh, not so good. Oh.
Mari did just over there and spread the bushes on the wall.
Oh my goodness.
On the wall?
Sounds like Zoe.
Isn't she? She turned her butt to me.
Hey, Hey, Two Okies! How's it going, guys? Thanks for joining us. I'm glad you made it. I don't know if how many people are trying to get to the scheduled link that we had before, but we have had massive issues with the schedule, and it won't let us get back into that scheduled link to be able to come live through it. So you're nicely going through my phone right now because it's the only thing that would let us stream. The iPad wouldn't, the laptop wouldn't. They kept dropping connections. It's just been one of those
Nana
days.
is Jesse's grandmother.
They wanna
Yes.
know who I am?
They want to know who he is.
Who you is? Who you is?
We need a dedicated Nana camera. Get in here, Nana. Come sit down.
The maintenance man here calls me the queen of Kennedy Crescent.
The Queen of Canada Crescent.
He does.
That's great.
Kevin.
Oh, that's hilarious. So if you're just now getting in, say hello. Let us know who's here. It doesn't show us all the time, so we want to know who's here. Of course, let us know if you have any questions. Let us know if you can hear us okay. It looks like the feed is all right.
A lot of interference here.
Yeah, well, it's been a lot of YouTube interference today as it goes because nothing has been working. Hey, you shut up. We're on a live stream. Nobody's here to see Mari. She just wants attention. If you could pet her through the live stream, she would greatly appreciate it. Seriously, I'm connected without issue.
What'd you say?
If anybody's having issues watching this right now, please let us know in the comments down below.
Well, okay.
Doubtful.
I have
Oh no, you fell over.
Lynn.
This
My
is
phone
just
wouldn't work at all.
sorry. That's how today's gonna go.
Nobody's asking
What? Do
anything?
you want to get in here and make a fool of yourself? Come in between Nana and Mom.
You're on Wi-Fi?
I'm watching it right now.
I see fingerprints. Look at the fingerprints.
Oh yeah, it's nice and pretty.
The first live that we did, do you remember how many people showed up?
No idea.
And when you were in the bus down in Quartzsite, and the sun was shining through the curtain,
When we were in the desert,
yeah,
focus
it,
kept popping back and forth.
it
I didn't
seemed
lock
like it went
focus.
on
Let
a
me know
long
if it
time,
pops.
but they didn't ask that many questions, did they?
Oh, they asked a ton of questions. It was great.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think they asked enough questions that we might have even missed a few too.
Oh,
Yeah, there's definitely ones that we have to go back and address in the comments later. I think.
well,
What
I
are
wish
you
I
well,
doing?
they're all watching football right now.
Football's overrated. Who watches that stuff?
A lot of people.
Lots of
Even
people.
Nana.
So we got 3 things going against us here. Candy hangover, football, and 2
Oh,
days
hot.
before the election.
And the internet.
And the internet.
Yeah, and YouTube's being a pain. Please
Yeah,
don't knock
yeah,
that over.
yeah,
You
yeah.
just leave the table alone. If you got drinks, grab your drinks.
Some of those catch the score. I'll be right back.
Okay. Anna's gonna grab football scores for everybody. So the reason we are you think he had a bunch of candy in the last couple days. The reason we are coming to you live is because I haven't had time to put a video together. So we didn't want to leave you hanging. We want to put out regular content, of course. We want to be there for you. We want you to be there for us. And so therefore we're coming live just to say hey and hope everybody had a happy Halloween and see what you're up to. And of course, answer any questions you might have. We always get questions in comments of videos. So now's your chance. Bring it.
What is that?
Oh, hey, my mom says.
Hi. Hi, Mom. Which is funny because she's right there. What'd you guys do for Halloween? Any funny stories? Who had the best costume?
Ooh, I'm curious if your candy haul was as unimpressive as ours was.
There were so many.
There were so many
It was a
houses that were closed.
That's because people
it
are
was a
afraid
quality
right now.
candy haul. It just wasn't quantity candy haul.
Right.
Well, it's the year we're in.
Right.
The time we're in.
2020 is not
Been a sticking year, hasn't it?
Nice. What were they? What did they dress up as?
Where's your pictures of you at the ghost who came
are on my phone that I'm streaming from, so I can't show everybody.
I've got them on my phone.
Everybody's got them. Everybody's got them but me.
We stayed home, but put the dog.
Dog in a skeleton costume. That is great. Please tell me you have pictures. If you have pictures, tag us in one of them so we can see
Of
it.
Mari?
No, the
Oh.
Adventures of Rob and Lana. Lob and Rana.
Here is the lot of us.
You look more like the Walking Dead than ghosts. You know?
So we were a family of ghosts, a spooks. What do you call?
It was
We
good
call
fun.
a group of spooks.
How was Mummy dinner?
I'm the best little one.
No, it was good.
What
Yeah.
was it?
How do I do this?
Just up towards the camera. There you go. That's Jonah in his ghost costume. We had a lot of fun, and everybody that saw us really enjoyed a bunch of ghosts hanging out together. It was fun, and we saw multiple Ghostbusters, so we ran from them, and we saw other ghosts, and we're like, "Hey, it's our cousin Bob! Hey, what's up, Bob?"
And
You know.
host with the most.
The host with there's a lag here, so. Yeah.
What's that one?
Who's that fool? That's me.
Is that you and your little,
Yeah.
yeah.
Don't be fooled though. We thought it was going to be really simple and easy. We were just going to throw
Oh
sheets
yeah,
on.
we just do ghost costumes.
And we cut the holes for our eyes, and we couldn't keep the sheets in the same spot, so they kept slipping, and so then we couldn't see through them, and then all of the fibers from the sheets got in our eyes, so we had to scrap that plan. We just cut out the neck holes and then do makeup from here up. We thought it was
Scrap.
supposed to be super simple, and it turned into like
Regular Halloween costume
I've been picking
complications.
up scraps all day
Yeah.
from the floor.
We
Yeah.
came and scrapped up your house. She's hot. My hot mama.
feels a lot like her.
Sorry.
Where's the one with the Easter bunny?
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
just showed it.
I don't have my phone. My phone's playing camera
With
right now.
Rihanna? The Easter bunny? I never did get to see it.
I don't have that. Oh no, I don't have it. I thought
No.
that was the one that I had.
It was on the big camera.
Oh, we haven't taken those off the big camera yet.
Okay.
So if anybody's curious, and I know some of you are, I don't know if you're watching
Hi.
right now or not, but I am working on the shower, not as we speak, but close to as we speak. The bathroom's all torn out, and the toilet spends half the day in the hallway, and I try to put it back together at night, and it's a real life mess right now, but it's getting there, and so far it's turning out good.
The hope is when we leave here, which the day is coming
Oh no,
sooner.
the volume is going in and out?
Oh no.
Maybe you're moving around too much.
Yeah, I don't know how to fix that because I'm not on. We don't have microphones connected. Is it that I'm louder than everybody else? Because that usually tends to be.
Just let us know if we need to.
Speak up or if it's audio issues for sure. We can yell at you.
I'll do that real well.
The hope for the shower is that it's done by the time we leave this area, so that we are not showering at
Truck stop.
truck stops and stuff.
Don't let Lily lie to you. She loves the truck stops. Yeah, what's that? Question. How old was Jonah when you guys decided to live full time on the bus?
He was 3 when we moved in.
Yeah, he had just turned 3.
He had his birthday out there on the ridge.
Yep, he had his birthday right before we packed up and bailed out.
Yep.
And we've been full time ever since. Originally, our plan was to head out in the bus and find home, find where we wanted to be. And so far, we found that we really like being on the road and traveling. So we
I'd
have,
like to be everywhere.
yeah, very true, in multiple places at once.
Yeah, we figured at 3 that
He wasn't really gonna know the difference. So, and it takes a little finagling, like figuring out clothes and toys and school books and stuff as he grows. That all kind of changes and morphs into whatever it is that he needs. But yeah,
How many of you, let's see, there's a few people in here now, how many of you tried to go to our scheduled chat and it wouldn't let you? And so then you found this one here. Because I think part of the problem is people are not running across it. Because the scheduled chat did not work like a scheduled chat is supposed to work. Disappointing.
Probably.
Probably 99.9% user error, which is her.
No, it's all me. That's
For sure. Yeah, slow start, of course. Sunday, everybody's Halloween hungover.
Yep.
I know we are. We're a little tired. We didn't stay out late or anything. It's just, it's a lot.
I think it's the
What,
sugar.
Mari? What do you have to say to everybody?
Because I had some candy last night, and I didn't even have a lot, but I don't eat a lot of sugar, and so it kind of wires me up a little bit, and now I feel like I kind of crashed today. So back to no sugar for me. Ugh. I don't like that feeling at all.
What?
Cause I wanna know what's going on.
What, Mari?
Tracy asks, what do you like about hanging out in Preston? Well, there's a long list of things. We had to get some stuff done that was on that personal, getting rid of our storage unit and all that. Then we have family here, so it's always, of course, good to see family and hang out. And to be honest, it seems like a safe, small little town to be in right now.
Yeah, especially outside of in the middle of the woods. Good place.
Yeah. No riots in downtown Prescott.
No,
Thank goodness.
and it's not a racist town either.
No, it's not. No.
I just saw this pop
Up in my notifications. Well, good. I'm glad you got a notification because we weren't sure if anybody did or not.
Oh, Lord.
YouTube, for those of you that don't know, YouTube they're always changing things. They change the process, they change the layout, they change your back-end studio, they change everything all the time. And they don't really give a ton of information on what's going on with it, so you kind of just have to go in and figure it out. And now is one of those times. Mari, go lay down. Go lay down. The dog that doesn't care about anything that's ever going on unless there's something that we're trying to focus on and then she wants to be in the middle of all of
She's
it.
like, I'm not getting the
She
full
wants attention.
Seriously.
Got hair all over me.
How come you guys don't give me love?
I was listening to something really interesting about YouTube on the way here, about how they personalize each person's content so much that if you and I, for example, were to switch YouTube and you were
To look at what was suggested.
for me and
Oh yeah, it'd be completely different.
they'd be completely different, and I wouldn't be nearly as interested in yours, so I therefore wouldn't be as addicted to YouTube. And that goes for all social media. It's fascinating. It's a good conversation.
I'm sorry if you're watching this and losing interest in our channel because YouTube is pushing other things. Oh, ridiculous. What do we have that we wanted to tell everybody? I know I had like a list of things, but then I got all flustered just trying to get things set up and working, and I've forgotten all of it.
Well, the shower was the big one.
The shower was the big one. We're currently, for those of you that care, we're currently battling with our water pump. We've had an issue with it not putting out enough pressure in the past, thanks to low flow faucets. So our water heater will cycle here and there. And we've replaced the pump and it works, and then after a while it kind of slows down a little bit. So I replaced it with a higher pressure pump with more gallons per minute, which is great, but now it's overflowing out of the hot water heater overflow, like there's too much pressure. So currently we have no water. Not lack of hot water, but no water. It's a good thing we're parked at the campus.
Oh, you don't have any water in the bus?
No, I'm here doing a live video instead of fixing it.
Well, I'll be doggies.
Right before I got here, I was knee deep in our water box messing with everything, and then took a shower and came here.
Of all things.
Well, did they know that you live right next to a house that you have access to?
If they're watching, they do.
Which is where you could shower.
Yeah.
True.
Not with the hose.
It's interesting because
You know, you build it the first time, and then you kind of like figure out the kinks along the way.
They're such a pain.
You can't get it to go
They
faster?
only, yeah, they only allow, they're like from the, governing body or whatever, they only
They allow up to
allow,
like 1.4 gallons a minute or something.
Oh.
yeah.
After
Well, you don't want to
restrictions
blow the
and
side of the
pipes and
bus
stuff.
out with water pipes.
Yeah, I do. I want the water to peel the skin off my body if I needed to.
Well, forget it. You would be going back to the truck stop.
That's okay. Hi from Montana.
Hey.
Hey John, was wondering how long you will be at the camp, and are you planning on heading out to BLM land anytime soon?
Yes.
Yes and no. We're hanging out through the election, of course, to see what happens, and also just to see kind of the state of the world and where things are at, and also working on the shower, trying to finish that up, and just do some, minor stuff while we're at a good place to be able to park and hang out. And it's kind of open-ended. We can stay there, we could stay there if we wanted to. If we want to leave, we just need to give notice so that they can get somebody else in there so that we can head out. We haven't given notice, so we have at least another 30 days there.
I'm hoping to head out before it gets cold enough that I have to hold a hairdryer to the pipes in order to do the dishes.
She won't have to because I got I got heat pads for the pump and everything.
90% of the time your mic is very far away, and 10% of the time the close-up mic turns on, which is loud and clear.
That is very strange because we don't have any mics hooked up. It's only coming through my phone right now.
Oh.
Yeah, is it James? Is it me that's loud and Lily's quiet, or does it not matter who's talking? Let me know. Of course, we got a little lag here, so it's going to take a second to get your reply.
Well, and it could be us talking at the same time. It's picking up one voice and not the other.
Rob and Lana, I do.
Agree. It's probably going to get a little crazy for a little while afterwards, no matter what. Luckily, we're in a good area that even if it does get crazy, it probably won't get crazy here. But we're definitely waiting before we want to head out and travel. Initially this year, we were gonna, come back here from wherever our travels were, hang out for the holidays, do Schoolie Palooza, and then possibly try and jet to Florida to hit Schoolie Swarm, and then kind of meander wherever throughout the year. That's not gonna happen this year. We're probably just gonna hang out in the Southwest and for everybody. It doesn't matter who. Mom's checking it on her phone right now. That's very strange. I don't know how to fix that. How is that possible? Maybe the microphone is timing out. The mic might be timing out when we're not talking, so therefore then it's starting to pick up again once we start talking again. Oh, for the audio and any video issues, I'm really sorry, everybody. Thank you for hanging in there because we're hanging in there too.
We're in Menifee, California, near Temecula, but on Friends Land.
Nice.
Temecula's, we went to Temecula.
To connect.
2000s. That's not your fault. That is our fault or YouTube's fault because the scheduled live that we put up, it wouldn't let us log into that live to go live from that scheduled video. So we had to delete that video and start a new live video, which is why you didn't get a notification. I guarantee you're not the only one that happened to. I'm sorry. But we're here now. Oh, yeah, it's hard to hear. I don't know how to fix that. If I was through the laptop or on the camera, I would have some adjustments, but being that it's
Oh, so it's your fault. Yes, it is.
yeah, completely our fault. But being that it's on my phone, I don't have any audio controls or back end controls on it at all. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
I wish there was something quick.
I could do to try and fix it. But without making everybody hop off and back into a new feed, I don't know that it would work. What you doing? What is that? Your audio is going in and out. Yeah, that's what I hear.
Well, we might have.
My-
to just reschedule this because
Yeah,
it's no
geez.
fun talking
How terrible is it on a scale of 1 to 5?
From
From the 2.
Maybe we should reschedule.
Jeez.
I have a question.
If
You had a choice.
on what day and or time of day that we do go live, what would you choose? Would you choose a weekend, or would you choose a weekday maybe evening? If you can even hear me.
Yeah. If you can hear, please answer.
It's not that.
It's not that bad. Well, thank you, John. That's good to hear. I'm glad you're hanging in there.
I saw they were boarding up Hollywood. I saw they were boarding up DC.
Oh, all over the
places
place.
in New York.
Oh, really?
They
Oh, yeah.
are. They're,
Yeah, the things
Oh,
they
because
don't
of
show on the
elections
news.
coming.
Ridiculous.
Oh, people are nuts.
Yes, they are. They're going crazy. There, I made a little audio scoop. Let me know if maybe that made it a little better. Hi, puppies. We got neighbor. Hey, you hush.
The question.
Marty, hush. It's
If
not your
you
yard.
had a choice of what day and or time we do live, would you choose a weekend or would you choose a weekday in the evening?
Thank you, James.
Yeah.
Without going into too much detail, we're gonna start doing a live soon, at least once a month. We've had many people over the last year ask us to do some extras and to offer some extras, and so we are doing so in the form of Patreon. Not asking anybody to join. You are welcome to if you would like to. There are, of course, all different tiers that you are welcome to join if you want to. Some of that content will make its way here. Other content will stay only on Patreon. Lots of extras. Of course, the Patreon kicks and perks that come with it. But we just want to add something on so that we can do some lives with everybody, so that we can, I don't know, answer questions,
'Cause it's
chat with
fun.
people, be there
That's
for
why.
people. Yeah, it is. It's a lot of fun, for sure.
Sunday afternoon is great. It seems like any day afternoon, but Sunday afternoon is great. Okay.
Okay.
Good to know.
Good to hear. And hopefully we can figure out the whole schedule thing. I was talking with other YouTube friends before we launched this one today, trying to figure it out and what's happening and why it's not working correctly. And it looks like either you kind of have to get more in depth with it and use like a streaming service to make it go flawless, or you just kind of have to go live. Going from the schedule doesn't work as good as everybody would like it to currently. So, but that's what's up. Adding some extras, adding the Patreon, still going to be for you here all the time. Still going to do live videos here and there. Still going to try and upload at least once a week. It's right now it's stressful. There's just a lot going on. Work is busy, bus work is busy, and any extra time I'm trying to do other stuff and not necessarily editing as much as I need to get constant videos out to you.
I feel like the stress is like right now. This is like the pinnacle of the stress. I feel like everyone's just on pins and needles. We've already been through so much in this year that everyone's ready to just breathe that sigh of relief. And it does seem like it's kind of slowing down a little bit, but I think the election's going to be like the last kick in the pants.
Yeah, without too much election talk, let's
Yeah.
just hope that it
Just
is.
kidding.
Yeah.
We don't want to get political. on
No,
our channel.
please.
This is not the place for that. It's the place for smiles and happiness and fun.
This is
So-
Nana's patio.
Feel free to laugh at us whenever
no
you'd like.
politics on Nana's patio.
No politics on the patio.
Are you going to start drinking Fireball?
Heck no.
That was me because
My
I was real
grandson brought
stressed out
that.
on the way here. I was driving on the way over here. Me and Lily came separate. I came early so that I could set up. And so I brought our little Nissan truck, which you've seen us working on. And I replaced the clutch master cylinder, slave cylinder a while back. While I'm driving through this neighborhood called Hassayampa, and the pin fell out of the clutch pedal. So I just lost clutch completely. Had to pull over to the side of the road and mess with that for like 15 minutes to get it back together, laying on the side of the road, up underneath the dash of the truck, and that's been my afternoon.
Oh, see that? You see him? Gotta think they're out there right now.
Had a little head on there. Let's see. I like your videos and like seeing the realness of everyday challenges. We're good at bringing the real life challenges.
No.
Let's not
No,
throw
you
things over
can't
fences.
throw
You
pine
can't.
cones at the
Those things
dog.
are.
Jonah wants to chuck pine cones over the wall, the neighbor's yard, just see what hits.
Put it down.
It's not hand grenades.
Oh, and P.S. Your Nana is a hoot. Reminds me of my grandma.
Hey-ho!
Any questions for Nana?
Yeah. Any questions for Nana?
Life advice, anything like that.
They say I came here in a covered wagon.
Oh.
That's what Roger tells everybody. I said, yeah, it took a long time to
Mr.
get up the
Slade.
hill from Phoenix.
Yes. Mr. Slave didn't want to do his job. What else we got? I feel like we're missing stuff. I feel like I'm forgetting things.
The shower's the big thing. That's the big thing. That's
Yeah.
pretty much our
Yeah, the hatch is in
The
the.
last video, I believe, we finally got that replaced, and so far so good on the hatch.
what?
It had rain though, has it?
No.
So how do you know?
So far so good.
What's gonna be
True, we did get to keep all the stickers, which is awesome.
What's gonna be interesting here in the coming weeks is after being parked for so long and kind of sprawling out a little bit, it's gonna be my scramble and panic of trying to get a button back up for travel. That's fun.
Have to knock the cobwebs out
Stresses
from under.
me out just talking about it.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Seriously, you're not even kidding. There are webs under the
I know there
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Plus I need to do filters and
They
oil
might be
change
tying up
and
the brake lines.
all the fun stuff.
I have to consolidate my plants because I let them get a little bit too out of control.
She's still got to go through all her stuff out of storage that she needs to go through.
You mean all the stuff that's in that house?
Yeah, most of it's we've been through that.
Oh.
Storage, never ending. We're just gonna come put it all at Nana's.
Where? I don't know where you put it here. Do you?
I'm just joking.
No, if you don't have room.
No.
Yeah, Jonah says we'll just pile everything up on Nana's patio.
Oh, right
and
here
call
on
it
the
good.
patio. That looked good. I'll have a sale.
Johnny, come here.
So we're going live from Nana's house. If you're just now joining or just popped in, well, one because we wanted to come hang with Nana, and my mom's over here too, hanging out screen because well she's shy. But we didn't do it from the bus because our upload speed at the bus is garbage, and you wouldn't be able to see any of us. You think audio and video is bad now?
Okay, we will go.
Jonah looks like he's wearing makeup still, because he
Like a
is.
pirate. Maybe that's what we should do. A family of pirates next year. This year we were a family of ghosts. Maybe we could be a family of pirates next year.
To connect 2000. Really? I thought you just hijacked someone's backyard.
Well, you should have just done the Walking Dead because then you wouldn't have to worry about the sheep. You could just wear some ratty clothes.
Walking
Your old
Dead,
rags. We got plenty of those.
just a family of
Rags.
zombies.
The Rag family. Yeah?
Yeah, we got a lot of
Well,
compliments.
you look plumb scary. You didn't look like yourself at all.
There's a couple really cool neighborhoods here to trick or treat in that they close the roads and everybody decorates and it's a really good time. So
Did you go over to Mount Vernon? Oh,
no, we just did Country Club in Park.
they didn't close the road there, did they?
Country Club was closed, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. Oh yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know what that one's called.
That's
They
good.
were-
I did do a little bit of filming and so that'll be in a video coming up, just some extras and stuff.
Not like an entire
Yeah.
Halloween.
It was dark and I didn't take, lights and stuff because that's just way too much of a production to do that and have fun Halloween at the same time. So
Don't pull the grass out.
I didn't.
decorate, I just put a speaker outside with sneezing and coughing sounds. That's possibly the best Halloween thing I've heard so far. That's great.
You win.
Oh, let's see. Rob and Lana. Do you pronounce it Lana or Lana? I assume Lana, but you just never know. I bet Nana likes you guys being around more. We're going to be heading to Pennsylvania eventually, and most of our family is here in SoCal. Yes, whenever we are gone and wherever we come back, Nana and family, especially Nana, are always very happy that we are close and beg us not to leave again.
Well, it's 'cause I'm so old. You never know how long I'm gonna last.
You still have forever stamps,
Oh, I
right?
got my forever stamps. I'm trying to live longer than my forever stamps.
Well, we got you a new book.
What's that?
Last time you ran out, we got you a new book of Forever Stamps.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so you're just gonna have to hang in a little
That's
longer.
right.
You
That's
got
right.
you gotta wave. You gotta wave.
Lana, okay. Just wanted to make sure. I do my best to try and not slaughter everybody's names.
So wait,
What?
Lana said they're going from
To Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Do you have a specific destination in Pennsylvania?
Is it more? Is it?
Family or?
I've never been back east. Yeah.
We want to do the East Coast at some point, but I feel like a trip of that magnitude would take a significant amount of time. Like, you'd want to just go and have it take like a whole year. And
We've
we're just not to the point of being away from home base for a long period of time.
we talked about when we talked initially about this year, and we talked about it last year about coming down from my dad's to Arizona, doing holidays, Schoolie Palooza, then jetting over to Florida to do Schoolie Swarm, which is shortly after, and then hanging out in that southeast region through the winter, and then spending the whole spring and going up the East Coast. Go lay down. Being annoying. Go.
So, her dad,
Who?
Lana's dad,
Oh.
is there, and he became paralyzed after a flu shot.
Wow.
I don't
Wow.
even know how to.
I didn't know that
I'm
was
so
possible.
sorry.
I knew there were complications, but I didn't know it got that severe.
What?
What is it? You know what it's called? Oh.
You didn't read it out loud.
The comment popped into my mom's feed faster than ours. I'm like, how do you
Wow.
know?
Her
How do you know
father
that?
became paralyzed after getting a flu shot. Or Guillain-Barré syndrome. I am so sorry. That is terrible.
Central Florida, it's going to take me some money to get to the westish area. Yes, it will. Hopefully, fuel prices stay cheap.
Yeah.
But we hope to see you out here at some point. For sure.
With my grocery rewards the other day, I paid $1.39. $1.39. I
Yep.
felt like I was 16. I was like, what? I like good spoons too,
That's great. That's great. I get that much every time because I don't go that much. So I always have about 300 or 400 points when I go to get gas.
Yeah.
Get 60, 70, almost a buck off.
It's amazing.
Nice. I assume there's no way to get like any kind of settlement or anything when that happens, right?
Oh,
Because there's
no,
a waiver
'cause
with the
Yeah, they're protected, so they can't be held
Ridiculous.
liable.
What can we do for you, sir?
I love my
I thought it was gonna be like I haven't had candy in 4 minutes. last night, every time we left the house, he's like, I'm hungry. Uh huh.
Okay, does it?
Oh, you can get a settlement. Good. I hope you do. I hope that you get a huge settlement. Not that that fixes anything, but you know, hopefully it makes things a little easier.
Well, and the complications from being paralyzed, I mean, you're gonna need ramps, and you're gonna need all sorts of stuff.
This is John has told us this for
I know.
what, the last year, probably, John. Once things
Flathead.
settle down, you guys have to come to Polson, Montana on Flathead Lake. Would love to meet you guys. Google it. It's
I
beautiful.
don't-
I have seen plenty of Flathead Lake on Google and other friends' posts and such, and it's on our list. I promise you, it is on our list.
Yeah.
And one of these days, if we can go north to my dad's and not get swayed to go to the coast, we'll be coming up through that way.
Yeah.
Because we need to do Tetons and Yellowstone, and we want to do Glacier, and so obviously that is within that route, and we would love to and cannot wait to do it. Maybe this spring. Of course, it's been over a year since we've had the beach, so
Lana said she's afraid of the winter in Pennsylvania with her RV.
I would be too.
I would be too.
Yeah, wet and cold. Lake beaches.
It's a big lakes.
Yeah, all right, I can deal with that.
Lakes and rivers. South Dakota on the way to Montana.
South Dakota. I want to see Dakota.
My mom wants to live vicariously through us all the time.
That is awesome.
She needs a short bus.
I mean,
If you come through Florida, you gotta come say hi. If we come through Florida, we will come say hi.
I've gotten a couple of like personal invitations to go stay in Florida. Like, hey, I have a driveway whenever you're ready.
Where are you at in Florida?
By the way, I bicked.
My head, shaved it with a razor so that I could paint it yesterday. It was really soft. So it didn't shine.
Is it all bruised?
But touching it feels so great.
It's all bruised from all the times you hit the roof.
No, I was sitting in the back of the Jeep last night, and of course there's the big roll bar in the back of the Jeep with the speakers in it. I hit my head every single time we got in and out of that thing.
Daytona Beach. Lana said, take Nana with you. Flathead Lake.
Who said that?
Lana. Lana said, take Nana with you.
To Flathead Lake?
Yeah, to Montana. You want to go on a road trip in the bus?
I'd like to go to Montana. I've got a good girlfriend up there
Where at?
in, Kalispell.
Kalispell. All right.
She's actually
I've been there before.
She's actually a little suburb of Kilo.
Cool.
John, I'm curious if Montana is becoming Californized. Like if there's
Like Arizona is.
like a lot of people moving to Montana from California. I've seen little tidbits, but only in one town, one like little hip town.
Jerry, what's up, man? How's the baby and the lady? And is your YouTube up and running yet? Guys, if you are watching this right now, Gerald Curtis, I don't know if his YouTube's going to be the same, but you guys have to see his bust. It's gorgeous. And they have a brand new baby.
Brand new baby.
As opposed to.
Yeah, those old babies, they just don't smell the same, you know? Yeah,
I
Jonah's old, he's tainted.
don't get sick of celebrating babies at all. Like I could just drop everything and be like, oh.
Oh, good to hear. Seriously, yeah, like we pause our whole life. Can you send us a picture real quick so we can oogle over the baby? Pause live stream, everybody. Oh, baby. Jerry? Are you guys staying up there this winter? I'm sure I asked you, but I forgot, obviously.
They're
So.
up in Michigan?
Yeah, are you guys staying up there? Or are you heading south with the fresh baby?
With the fresh baby?
No, it's a fresh one.
Oh, the baby's so fresh,
It's new and fresh.
so fresh and so clean.
They do smell fresh after a bath.
We have, let's see. You know, it does seem, I know that everyone's been kind of like a little hesitant to announce what they're doing. It seems like everyone like us is just waiting, but it does seem like, you know, a lot of people are heading to Arizona for this winter again. So I don't even know if there's a Schoolie Palooza this year or if people just know that Arizona's like the easier place to winter.
Staying in the snow this year. Nice. Stay warm. Yeah, there's a Schoolie Palooza this year.
People actually go.
I figured you were gonna stay here till then.
Maybe.
You never know. We don't know what we're doing. 2020 is the year of everything is up in the air. We're always up in the air, but this year's been more up in the air than ever before.
Oh,
Another new baby? Jeez.
that's why you're stalling on the Pennsylvania trip? Yeah.
I want a new baby. Can I have a fresh one?
I want a new baby.
I don't have any
Get
tips.
your own.
I don't.
I don't know
Tips
if I
for what?
have any tips even for wintering. Like when we got stuck in Idaho
Oh,
and it froze our pipes, I had to go out with my hairdryer and like hold my hairdryer to the pipes for like an hour every day just to get water back.
You have to put heater tape on them.
Yeah, but they're so short.
yeah,
I couldn't
text cut,
find-
yeah.
I couldn't find a heat tape that was short enough, and you can't wrap it over itself or it'll catch on fire.
We have mats now, I just have to put them in. But I've been busy dealing with problems.
I tried it.
Yeah, but it only
Wrap
works so
'em.
much when it's,
Yeah.
10 degrees.
Yeah. I know that we.
I like Blake?
We also,
Just throw an electric blanket in there.
we had to wipe our windows down. I don't know how insulated your windows are in the RV.
It
They're
doesn't
probably
matter.
good,
You're gonna have
but
moisture issues up the wazoo, guaranteed.
I had to wipe the windows down every morning so that the condensation didn't drip down into the walls. I do have to say, it sounds like I'm complaining, but I actually loved it. Every time it snows, I feel like it's a Christmas coming from the sky. So I love the beautiful trees. I love just everything about winter in Idaho. So even though there were hardships and difficult things to deal with, it was also awesome to experience the, you know,
The change in weather and
I don't know, I like winter in Idaho.
James, are you talking about the complication with the flu shot? Let me find it. Julian Barr or whatever you call it. Is that what you're talking about? That's cool if you can recover from it. I mean, it sucks that it happens in the first place, but
Did you come through it? Go back through it.
wow. Oh, okay. So, Rob and Lana, is it possible that he can recover from that? Do you know? Because based on what James is saying, obviously different symptoms, different issue, but from the same thing. That'd be cool if he can recover from that and not be paralyzed.
Joy, thanks for your subscription. We do keep it real.
Hi, Joy.
That's why we're here.
Welcome.
Double insulated windows are good.
Yeah, if you've seen our bus, we kept all of our windows, which we're happy that we did so because we really like the fact that it looks like a bus. That you can, we have surround windows everywhere so you can look out. But when it comes to winter and condensation, it's a battle. Even with the diesel heater and the wood stove, you still get condensation in the back of the bus.
Your water tank is under your couch, so hopefully it will be okay. Yes, that's
Yeah.
much, much better. There's also, I don't know if you're on socials, but there's a Facebook group that is, I believe it's Winter in Your RV or Winterizing Your RV.
If you're interested in being part of that group, because we can't find it right now, send us a message on Facebook and we'll add you to that group as soon
And
as we
they've
find
got
it.
all sorts of awesome tips and tricks about how to, get through winter in an RV and, make the best of it. I learned a lot in that group, and I found that one of the rules to the group is to not tell people to move. Like,
Yeah, everybody's always like, "We'll go to warmer weather."
no.
They'll ban
yeah.
you from the group
They'll
for
ban
saying
you
that.
for the group. Like, useful comments only, please.
Yeah, the water tank inside, we wanted more storage room for ours, so that's why we put our tanks on the outside. We also know some people that have had some issues with their water tanks on the inside, so just be careful of that. If they do sweat, you can end up with massive mold issues underneath them. Obviously, if they freeze or crack, that turns into a whole nother problem. Jonah, please stop going in and out the doggy door.
Here it is. Winter RVing. Let's stay warm together.
There you go. That's the group.
And with close to 30,000 people, there's a lot of good tips and tricks there.
Same, I kept my windows. It's a transit bus made for cold. Yes, it does. You know what works well when you have, windows like that have kind of a frame is you can use that film that sticks to it and then you hit it with a heat gun and it makes them double pane. That does help quite a bit.
Joy,
So does reflective, so you
Joy,
don't mind blocking your view.
you decided to cover the bottom part of your windows? That's it. That is a different way. That is a different way. I kind of like it.
Joy, do you have a page for your build or like an Instagram or something? We like living vicariously through other people's builds.
Yeah, it is fun.
Even though if you're on our Instagram and you follow us, obviously we haven't posted anything since Easter. But it's because it hasn't been much of an Instagram kind of year, it's everything's not all ribbons and rainbows. Leave that open.
It feels,
Don't be a pill.
Instagram is like a really positive place with uplifting messages, and with everything that was going on, I didn't feel
Whoa.
like, I just didn't want to be fake. I didn't want to be fake, that's all. I didn't want to. So I haven't posted a picture yet, because I don't want to be fake.
We should post a picture of just our random mess right looks like a train wreck.
That's why YouTube is a good fit for us though, because we can give the disclosure right up front that we're gonna keep it real and we're gonna show you the mess, the good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful, you know, and not just the pretty pictures, you know.
Can anybody hear this kid screaming over here?
Now stop.
He's not even sure what Instagram is.
Hey, we're doing a live.
Stay
Can you
there.
stop
You're
screaming?
good.
Yeah.
You don't need to.
You don't need Instagram. If anything, go for TikTok. It's the best.
She doesn't have Instagram. She's not gonna go for TikTok.
I love TikTok. True story. True story. TikTok's great. If you're on the right side of TikTok, it just makes you smile and happy and gives you faith in humanity.
I do the whole tube of
I try to
you.
do the whole tube of you, but I got the face for radio and the voice for texting. Then you're perfect for a channel just like ours.
Oh, that's great.
Does anybody have?
Any questions? Any bus questions? Any life questions? Any other kind of questions?
Are all your hummingbirds?
We have two.
Two diehards.
Yeah.
They're still hanging out. What's funny, if you're in any kind of cold place that, you know, it's cold in the morning and you have hummingbirds, if you see them at your feeders first thing in the morning, they're all puffy. They puff all their feathers out. So a little tiny hummingbird will be like,
Oh, how
they,
cool.
they look all fat, like somebody puffed them up with air. What?
Don't answer that question because I'm gonna
Okay,
show him.
I won't answer the question. Whatever that last question is, I'm not allowed to see it. I'm sorry. Especially if it's a question I should have answered.
All right.
Also, I'm not much of a drinker, but today's been a rough day, so I'm a beer and a half deep right now.
Oh.
Watch out.
The question is, what is your miles per gallon?
No. Buses don't do miles per gallon. Buses do memories per gallon. There you go.
6.9 is the average. It's terrible. But
That's also towing the Jeep.
well, the highest.
It's not bad at all.
It's not. And you have to figure, we move slow. We move like 20, 30 miles a day. We're not in a, when we're traveling, we're not in a rush to get where we're going. We're there to like enjoy
Right.
it. So although that seems terrible and like a lot of money, it trickles really. I mean,
We also don't pay rent.
we've spent a total of $5,700 in fuel in the last 2 years. 2 years.
That I've had this app.
You know, and we keep track of every fill up and every partial fill up.
Yeah.
Then how much?
$5,700 bucks.
in 2 years. So
Plus $10,000 in breakdown.
Oh. Oh gosh. Well, don't
You know what? You know what's
calculate
funny is that the best miles per gallon we ever got in the bus was right before it broke down, and we had injector issues and had the wrong injectors. We got like almost 13 miles per gallon once in the bus, and it broke down right after that, and we had to spend almost
Just
10.
adopted
We had to
us
spend
for
almost
dinner.
10K for me to fix it. If it would have been at a shop, it would have.
You adopted us for dinner.
I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's that bad.
No.
At first glance, you think 6.9 miles per gallon.
My
but,
Mustang got under 10.
You know,
Yeah.
$3,000 a year in fuel is just that's not bad.
Yep.
She's gonna go home and shower
In
and go to
fact,
here.
And even if you take we've spent 16K, I think, somewhere around there in breakdowns since we first got the bus, somewhere around there. Even if you divide that up into 3 years plus your mile per, it's still cheaper than rent. I mean,
Dan gets 13 miles per gallon.
yeah.
Hi, Dave.
Hey, Dave. I heard you're coming over here. Are you coming over? My mom's husband just jumped in the chat. Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Adventures of Rob and Lana. We have a Facebook page. Haven't posted a whole lot, but it's under our same username.
Well, are you mid-build, Lana?
We will find you.
I think we took a total of like 6 pictures when we were building. We were so busy with
No
it.
way. If you're on our Facebook, yeah, but there's lots of our build documented on Instagram. You can go on Instagram and see almost our whole build in chunks.
What? Am I lying?
Why are you staring at me? Did I poop on my face?
Because I remember posting
I
to
got a booger?
Instagram and you're like, don't post there.
Why? Our old RV got 4 miles per gallon.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes, just finished test riding a bike. Test riding what bike? Are you getting a new bike?
4 miles per gallon.
What kind of bike? You know Dave's out test riding a bike.
Pretty bad.
What kind of bike?
I don't know, ask him.
Like a tree bike?
I don't know bikes.
Yeah, right.
It's a bike and it's kind of turquoise color. Yep.
It's got 2 wheels,
2 wheels,
handlebars.
pedals, handlebars,
How's it
Sounds
different
like a
from
bike.
Hitchbike?
brakes, gears. It's a much better bike.
Better
And
than
this
a,
guy's selling it.
better than a Rocky Mountain.
And Dave's bike has like 10,000
I
miles
was
on it.
wondering.
Yeah.
Which one to go.
My mom's husband Dave is a crazy mountain bike rider. We're gonna go on a short ride. 35 miles later.
Yeah.
Maybe Santa Cruz Tallboy. Oh wow, that is all right.
I was wondering if my building had a pulmonary embolism and was out for almost a year. How are you doing now?
Wow.
I hear stories with that a lot,
Hopefully
but
better.
I think it doesn't it kind of almost inspire you to do it more. To like, push through
the
the
build and get to the
other side so you can enjoy it, that kind of thing.
Yeah. If we can ask all of you just a quick favor, just toss a thumbs up on this video because it really does help our channel. I don't like doing that too much, but if you could, greatly appreciate it. The only thumbs up in here currently is mine.
And then lupus. Oh my goodness.
Seriously?
Oh,
The thumbs up for
terrible.
liking
I'm
it.
sorry.
Wow, just 2020, I guess,
I
huh?
mean, good. Can't take health for granted, that's for sure.
Wow. I have rough days and I feel bad, but I shouldn't.
Are you done?
I put me out of work and then I got fat.
Uh-huh.
Well,
I'm still working and I'm fat, so you're doing all right.
uh, we'll have to meet up in Florida and start like running along the beach and get back in shape or something. you know?
Between
If
hurricanes.
I run, I can't walk.
What was that?
My back doesn't like it.
The cheesy lifeguard show where they
Baywatch?
were like, yeah, run along the
How's it
beach.
felt?
Cheesy lifeguard show.
We
Dave,
saw Forrest last night.
did you Baywatch? Forrest? Forrest Gump?
Forrest Gump.
I didn't see Forrest last
To the house where he's shown us that one.
I missed him.
He was there.
There was a kid dressed up as Forrest Gump with the
Good for
beard
you.
and everything.
It was awesome. It was perfect.
It does, it takes that forced dedication sometimes. It truly does. That's inspiring. Thank you.
Since I'm redoing my bus, what's the one thing y'all wish you would have done differently? I can tell you right off the top of my head, I wish I would have put the flooring in first
Yeah.
and glued it down.
If you watch there's more than a few things, but that's definitely one of them. Just a couple weeks ago, we posted 5 schooling mistakes shortly after Chris put out his tour video of our bus that we did like a year or so ago. And there's definitely some of our mistakes and things that we would have changed if we did it again. But that list just goes on and on.
That's the top right now for me, and that's because as I walk across my floor, I can see these little spots and cracks, and I know that it's gonna have to get redone, and then it's gonna take time and money to do it, and it bugs me so bad.
2 of the biggest things that I wanted to do with the bus, not regrets, but that I wanted to do and didn't, was I wanted to raise our roof 10 to 12 inches, and we didn't have time to do so, and I wanted to do in-floor heating, which would have fixed our floor issues that we have now if we would have taken the time to have done that first. So,
Yeah,
it is what it is.
we did a tour video with Tiny Home Tours, and it's a 20-30 minute video, and it highlights all
Why
the
won't
good
leave me
stuff.
alone and I just showered? Sorry.
It highlights all the good stuff in our bus. And immediately after that, we did a follow-up with our top 5 mistakes, because it's important to know, especially if you've never built anything before, it's important to know that you are going to make mistakes and, to just deal with it, It's not going to be perfect. It's just not. Would you use laminate flooring?
Yeah, I would use the same flooring that we use. Just the laminate click and lock flooring from Home Depot. We just found a color that we liked and it works really well. You do have to make sure that you put it together with some good force, otherwise it will kind of pop apart later, especially if it's floating and it can move.
Lana, there's been a couple of times when I wish we would have just gotten an RV and redid it. There's
Oh
been
yeah.
a couple of
If,
times.
before we ever, if you don't know our original story, when we first started, Lily was like, "Hey, let's do this," and I'm like, "Eh." And so I looked at RVs and I looked at Class A, coach buses, and we just didn't like a bunch about them.
That
So
were
we
in
ended
our
up,
price range.
yeah, they were in our price range, and I just didn't like most of the interior of them mostly. So we decided to build a bus, but we definitely looked at doing the RV thing and remodeling or fixing one up or buying one that was nice. And
We talked about like
yeah.
yanking the carpet out and repainting the walls and taking the trim down and putting the tiles up, and we really
I found a really cool one that had floor to ceiling windows in the living area. That was awesome. Yeah, it was 60 grand for that bus,
Well,
which
who
is actually
wants that all the time
what?
for the ceiling windows?
Well, they were tinted. Couldn't see in them.
Oh.
Hello,
Nana's
world.
pretended to dance in front of the floor to ceiling windows. So
The good thing about peel and stick is that they're not going to shape shift on you when you travel. So even though you think you're being cheap, you're also probably being really smart about that because they'll stay in place.
we figured that we could finish the RV remodel faster than a bus build. I understand. I figured that we could build a bus decently fast, and here we are 3 years later, and I still don't have a finished shower. So, welcome to the club. It's like the old Scott and KJ joke. If you guys ever watched Roll With It, Scott and KJ, friends of ours, it was always 2 weeks.
Everything.
We're gonna be done in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, and it was always like 3 months.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a long running joke now. No problem, 2 weeks.
Used peel and stick flooring, but used some liquid nails. See,
See, that. Where were you? Why didn't I get that information 2 years ago?
You can do a bus perfectly if you had 50K. Well, I can tell you that we have put at least that into ours, and it's still not perfect.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I added up the receipts at some point, and it was like around 24,000 in material.
Just keep telling yourself that.
The problem is the mechanics and the tires and the oil changes and
Well, that's
the
all included.
injectors. I
Oh,
spent
tires.
$25,000 on mechanics.
No.
no.
But with the
We're
build and
under
the money,
The money that we're still putting in. See, that's the receipts that she added up when we initially did our bus build.
That's true.
Since then, we have done flooring, we've done ceiling, we've done electrical, we've done. The list goes on and on and on and on. So, it doesn't get you as far as you think it's going to. Now, that being said, we have friends that have done builds for under $10,000 total, their whole bus, and it's incredible. Now, of course, he's a professional woodworker, but gorgeous. More beautiful than our bus, that's for sure.
I got
GT radios for 800 a piece or 800 total? I assume. Total? I don't know. Total, yeah, that's a steal of a deal.
He's not on camera, so good.
Man, where'd you get those from? How do I get some? I don't need tires right now, but I will at some point.
Oh,
Definitely cheaper than I paid, and I got a screaming deal from
That's-
Tony at AAA.
that's a good point, actually, Lana. If you're going from Southern California up to Pennsylvania, if you need any mechanic or any kind of
Yeah.
workshop,
Stop in Phoenix and see Tony first.
do yourself a favor and stop in Phoenix at AAA and see him first, because
Nice, thank you.
he'll get whatever it is done, and then he'll do it much cheaper than anyone else you're gonna find.
They're the best guys. They really are.
Yeah.
They're a little rough around the edges because they're East Coast and nothing but business, but seriously one of the best resources and some of the best people that we've met since we started doing busing. And we send anybody and everybody we can to AAA in Phoenix. For sure. What? You want to be on? Say hello. Come here. Up, up. Mari's talking all about it. We'll start wrapping things up. I think Nana's finished dinner. Are you waiting on it?
Not yet, but I wanna know when to finish.
We'll probably wrap it up here
Yeah,
in
that's 5-10 minutes.
5-10 minutes. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, that sounds good.
Thank you, Constructor.
Well, thank you, all of you guys, for hopping in and chatting with us.
Yeah, thanks for joining and, dealing with our audio issues and our link not working.
Yeah. I think the next time, I think we'll do it like on a weekday afternoon.
Yeah, the only downside of that is we can't do it where we're at. We have to come to town to do it.
That's okay,
But
though.
that is a possibility. We definitely want to do more because I really enjoyed, yes, sure.
The
I really
interaction.
enjoy making videos and filming videos and doing the editing. But doing that, I lose a little bit of touch with, all of you watching. So we really like getting in here and just chatting with everybody and seeing what you guys are up to and
Yeah.
where you're at and how things are and what
Yeah.
you're doing and, of course, answering questions.
It's fun. It's like we get to know you just as well as you get to know us through watching videos. So,
Thank you.
it's really interactive, good stuff.
Thank you for spending the time with us and choosing to hang out with us because we know you could probably,
Be watching football?
yeah, you could be watching football right now. Football. Obviously, it's all right. Yeah.
I think that's
Not my
where we
thing.
should probably wrap it up.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, John.
And we will see you as soon as we head that way. I promise we will be in touch and we will come by. Again, if we forget, make sure that you send us a message if you see us heading that way or talking about heading that way, so that we can make sure and slap you on the map so you can come by.
When we do eventually redo the flooring, we will be using something to make sure that it stays in place.
Under the dog holes. Yeah, our dogs have the same problem.
Our dogs too.
Oh, one funny thing is when we put our floor, we have insulation and then low E foam and then plywood and then our flooring. And I did Henry's Tropicool on the top of our bus, and we had 5 gallons of it. And I had extra after doing the whole roof of the bus, so I was like, well, might as well watertight the whole inside of the bus. So I did our floor and up the walls along the whole bottom of the bus. Nothing sticks to it, including liquid nails. So our floor is truly floating for the most part because all of the foam and everything that I glued down didn't stick to the Henry.
I can think of something that sticks to Henry.
Dirt.
Dirt.
Yeah, you want a brown bus? Paint your whole bus in Henry's and then go to school with Luther. And by the time you leave, your whole bus will be a nice shade of tan. It'll look like Wes's bus from Transcend Existence. Same color.
Alright guys, I think we're gonna wrap it up. But we'll see you
Soon.
next week. You're gonna get updates on the shower. I don't even know if I should tease it. You're just gonna have to tune in next week. Don't do it! Don't do it!
She's putting so much stress on me right now. You shot a little bit of raw video, so by next week, make sure you have a finished video so you can update everybody on the bus. Sure. Well, in about a week or so, you'll definitely have some sort of update from us, no matter what it might be. Thanks for hanging out. We're gonna go eat some dinner. And we love you all. We truly do.
Love you guys.
Have a good one. See you soon.
Thank you. Y'all come back next week.